And welcome back. This is episode 78 of Spoken Mirrors Podcast. This is Rob, Dave, and Triz. How you all living?
Going good, man.
Good.
How you going?
I was just semi-hungover at the moment.
Very good. I was at big nights yesterday.
Yeah, man. Went over to the homie's place and then had a few too many. Had a few.
Nice.
When you woke up?
Yeah, I'm good.
No, but I did that when I went to Dave's place 2 weeks ago. I was skulled as cider the next day. I was felt right as rain.
Yeah, definitely makes you feel better.
Took the edge off, that's for sure.
Yeah. We have an uncle that believes that whatever makes you sick has to make you better. So whenever he's had a giant night out, he'll just have a beer the next morning and then feel right as rain.
That's fucked up.
I can respect it.
I just can't stomach this shit the next day. Like for Soko, Soko fucked me up this one time real bad, and it hit me hard, and I never want to have that taste again.
Yeah, me
Fuck
neither.
Soko.
I can
It's
never drink
disgusting
Bacardi again.
The problem with
Medicine.
Soko is that if you only drink Soko, it comes up tasting like just fucking bile. Just medicine and bile.
Yeah.
It tasted
For
like
me, it's
Soko
always,
coming up.
If I switch from beer and then go straight spirits and then wake up the next morning, I should be able to have another beer and I'll be fine. Yeah.
To be honest, I've never tried it.
But that's
I've
just
never been that adventurous.
Yeah, it's just straight Aussie. Aussie shit, man. Straight Aussie shit. That's how we get down over here. We're the real drink champs over here. That's how it happens. One day, Nori's going to fuck around and have an Aussie on Drink Champs, and they're going to absolutely drink all of them under the table.
Is he going to get Iggy
everything
Azalea
that's on
on?
that table? Oh, God, no.
Oh, yeah, fucking love getting on the piss champion.
Anyways, starting off with our streaming news. So our first piece of news is Bad Wolf Productions. So these are the guys that take care of Doctor Who and
His Dark
something
Materials.
else. I don't know if it's Luther or something like that. Yep. So they're putting into production the adaptation of the Warlord Chronicles. By I can't remember who wrote the book, but these are about it's like a revisionist version of the Arthur story, right? So how he sort of grows up and he starts as an outcast and then basically becomes a legendary warrior in the 5th century.
Yeah,
sounds pretty cool. It sounds like what they should have done with that other King Arthur movie that. What's his face did Guy Ritchie?
Yeah.
Sort of sounds like that, but yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. Like, what are they going to change with the revisionist
that
history?
idea was, So that idea always seemed more geared towards TV. That sort of Arthurian tale, because you have so much time with the characters.
Yeah.
Because Arthur didn't die young, did he? He died an old man as king,
Yeah, old man. Screaming why from the bloody bell tower.
Jeez.
It's always pondering.
Over in Scotland.
There was no Merlin in that version of the film. There was none.
In which one? In the Guy Ritchie one?
In First Night.
Ah, yeah.
In First Night, there's no version of Merlin.
Yeah, that's the grounded Batman take.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but in theory, if it should have been like an alchemist or someone like that.
True.
Because Merlin in Batman is just Lucius.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so James Gray.
Maybe next time.
James Gray is setting up a Norman Mailer TV adaptation. So there's going to be a series based on what Norman Mailer put together. So he lived like a crazy life. He was married like 6 times. He did wild shit. Like he got into actual fist fights with different literary figures. So Truman Capote, Gore Vidal, apparently headbutted Gore Vidal as well. He had a bestseller in every decade from 1940. He was just like a literary genius. Yeah, it sounds really, really interesting as well. But it's wild because he wrote this essay called White Negro. And that essay is about how the generation that's coming up isn't sort of free thinking. It's more sort of in servitude.
Mm.
So it's a wild essay. His thoughts at that time, I think that was like 60s.
Which people are still bringing up now, right? So that's the argument currently right now, is that we have too many sheep and people aren't actually free thinkers and doing the research and then making up their own mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
The first time I heard of Norman Mailer was literally through Quali. So Quali said, I paint a picture with a pen like Norman Mailer.
Yeah.
That was because Norman Mailer stabbed his wife with a penknife. Yeah. That's why that bar makes sense.
Well, I checked it up on Wikipedia. That didn't come up.
Boy. Oh, really? It's there.
Yeah. Like I legit, and because I was looking for it, because that was just some of the wildest shit.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
Norman Mailer was the original wild boy.
Norman Mailer really was the OG wild boy. Holy fucking hell.
Yep. He wasn't played.
Yeah.
He refused to play. I mean, this man wrote books from World War II all the way up to the Wi-Fi era. So we're talking like early 2000s. That's like 60, nearly 70 years worth of just literature.
Fucking hell.
He's a beast.
Yeah. Sounds like the Elton John of the literary world.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
That's crazy. And so we got what's his name? Hwang Dong-hyuk, the guy who did Squid Games. He's moving on to his next project with Netflix as well. So this one's going to be an adaptation of a book by Umberto Eco called The Name of the Rose. So this one's based in the 1300s in a monastery, right, where all these serial killings start happening. But the crazy thing about it is that it's almost like Da Vinci Code-esque when it comes to it. So they're trying to work out the mystery because it happens over time. So it's like this intellectual mystery. It's combining all these signs and different symbols, and it's going through fiction. It's through biblical analysis as well as medieval studies and literary theory. It's about all the stuff happening during that time, which sounds really interesting. The title for the working title currently is KO Club, which I think is Killing Old People Club, is what he was saying. And he was saying at this time he's going to need to, stay away from the elderly people after this movie comes out. But it sounds interesting, though, man. He's saying it's going to be more violent than Squid Game, which was already pretty fucking full on, too.
Yep. It was, actually.
I never watched Squid Game.
That movie. Really? I just never got caught up in that hype.
Not yet.
Not the hype, my friend. It delivered.
What do you call it? I still need to watch it myself, man. But I saw different clips, and my friends telling me about it, and it just sounds fucking crazy. So I definitely need to get into it. But this sounds interesting too. I like this guy sticking to his bag and going through that kind of shit. So sounds cool. I'm in for it. And it's on Netflix too. I think it's around end of 2024. He wants to drop this, so he's got a bit of time. But then he's also doing Squid Game stuff in 2024 as well, I think.
Yeah,
I think next year we get Squid Games.
Oh, sick!
Squid Games 2. Yeah, you find out why. Essentially there will be a Squid Games 2 at the end of the first one. So It's not like, it's not like they're just making it to make it. Like, you find out. Yeah. But yeah,
Ooh, the mystery.
Staying with Netflix. Gotta watch it. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. For me, the adult version of that is, what's his face? For me, is always Everybody Runs in Minority Report.
That's also when the O used to corner you with tip. Pause.
Yeah. Big pause. So staying with Netflix, so they released the first photo from The Witcher, and basically confirmed that it started shooting. So in the photo, I think you see a monitor, and you see Geralt, Ciri, and Yen sitting together in front of that monitor while they're filming. Right? They also released a synopsis, which they say, as monarchs, mages, and beasts of the continent compete to capture her, Geralt takes Ciri of Sintra into hiding, determined to protect this newly reunited family against those who threaten to destroy it. Entrusted with Ciri's magical training, Yennefer leads them to the protected fortress of Aretusa?
Yeah.
Aretusa, right? Where she hopes to discover more about the more about the girls' untapped powers. Instead, they discover they've landed in the battlefield of political corruption, dark magic, and treachery. They must fight back, put everything on the line, or risk losing each other forever. So Geralt still hasn't lost his memory yet.
No, it doesn't seem like it. What do you call it? I think because this will be before The Witcher 2 and after the first Witcher. So maybe after this season you lose his memory. Because this would lead into him searching for Yen in 3 as well.
Yeah. Searching for Yen, seeing Trish again, and them becoming like an item, and all that good stuff.
Should be good though, man. I never ever got a chance to read this book because when they got translated from Polish to English, they actually fucked up the chronology of the books. So instead of giving us this second one, The Time of Contempt, they gave us Blood of Elves, which was another like compilation, which was meant to be the third or fourth book, but then they marked it as the second. So I never ever got this one. I got The Last Wish, and then I got Blood of Elves, and then didn't get this one.
Jeez. All right. So Harrison Ford is going to be playing with Apple TV Plus in a new show called Shrinking. So this is about basically Jason Segel's the main star, right? And he plays a psychiatrist that is grieving, and then he stops giving his clients like the normal psychobabble bullshit and just starts giving them real hard-hitting truths. Then, like, they start seeing real results in their life, and so does he. Harrison Ford's going to be playing another psychiatrist that is he's an expert in cognitive behavioral therapy, but he's also diagnosed with Parkinson's. He's got two psychiatrists under his care as well that he's also looking after. I'm pretty sure like they're going to clash, Jason Segel and Harrison Ford, but there's also going to be some revelations there that will lead them to make big changes in their life, help Jason Segel's character heal, and also help Harrison Ford's character kind of come to grips with his condition. But there'll be some tears for sure. And Harrison Ford has that breakdown moment.
Yeah, and then Harrison Ford going to hit him with the gruff cry voice as well.
Yeah, it's always going to be the gruff. Ben!
Why did Harrison Ford never do the Scottish accent after Indy 3?
Because he sounded like that guy from what's his face from The Witches. I don't like Kokaliki. I want cress.
Yeah.
That's what he sounded like. Yeah.
I didn't mind it.
I can take
I could
it.
do without it.
What do you got?
He's not an accent man. He's never ever done another accent again.
Nah.
That's the only time you hear him.
Yeah, that's true.
What's the other one?
I was trying to think back then. I was like, huh?
Isn't it K-19 the Widowmaker, where he does a Russian accent?
I think they do the what's-his-face in that one. They do the Hunt for Red October, where they speak in the language and then just... Okay, it's English now.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But yeah, I was just thinking, I was like, I've never ever heard Harrison Ford with like an accent. It's always just been Han Solo for me. Permanent solo. Just Dolo on deck. But no. So we also got some news about FX doing a new show based on the 30 for 30 podcast. Mm-hmm. And this one has Lawrence Fishburne as well as Jackie Weaver. So it's going to be called The Sterling Affairs, and it's a limited 6-episode series. So this one is about... so it's all about behind the scenes when Doc Rivers is who Larry's playing. And they're trying to push for the LA Clippers to actually get a championship as well. And they're talking about all that. But in the background with everything going on, what's his name? Donald Sterling has all this other background shit just happening. So he's like having a power struggle with his wife because of his mistress as well. So him and Shelley are going at it because of that. And then, you know, everything's happening with the team's owner right now because of that. So while all of this is going on, they're still trying to like organize for the Clippers to actually make a name for themselves and get this fucking championship done. But it's cool though, like Larry Fishburne being in, just likes the Fishburne. What do you call it? It should be interesting regardless. I reckon it should be good.
Donald Sterling is an idiot.
For real. Oz doesn't know much about the old Sterls there.
Is he a racist?
He's a guy... Yeah, big old racist.
Yeah. Jesus.
It's bad. Some of the stuff... He's that guy that went off. You hear him on the phone.
Yeah.
You can fuck up in my house. You can spend my fucking money, but don't you ever bring them to my fucking games.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Donald Sterling was... Yeah, he's a dick. He's an idiot. There's no reason to be like that. I mean, he basically made all that money off the sweat of black people anyway. Like, come on, man. I started that Winning Time yesterday. There is no way that the NBA would be anywhere, period, if they didn't have that many, like, sort of, you know, black people playing.
Yeah.
The athletic ability is just so much greater.
Yeah. 100%.
It's wrong.
Yeah, man. Just born athletics, really.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this sounds interesting. If this is FX, this will be Hulu, right? Hulu?
Yes.
But from what I could see, it doesn't look like there was a date coming out just yet, but that was just the synopsis for it. So hopefully we get it real soon, man. We're getting a lot of these sports dramas or just sports stories, and I'm fucking all for it.
Yeah, we got the Magic Johnson one coming up soon, don't we?
22nd, my friends. You know how much, I cannot wait, my friend. 4 episodes. It's dropping there in like, you know, just before Anzac Day. So, like, it's just going to be fire, son.
Yeah.
Do we get it all at once?
Fuck yeah.
I doubt it. It's Apple. They'll, like, weak us, just weak us to death. Which I don't mind. Like, I don't mind. That's what I did with The Last Dance.
Yeah.
So, that's cool for me.
Yes, sir.
That Winning Time sort of deals with that starting point for Magic as well. It's really, really cool.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I gotta check it.
So, yeah. Apple TV Plus basically just handed a straight to series order to Jason Momoa for this show called it's a limited series, 8 episodes, called Chief, right? So this one follows the what do they say? The unprecedented telling of the unification and colonization of Hawaii. This is all told from the indigenous people's point of view. This sounds awesome, man.
Yeah.
We haven't seen anything like this before.
No.
Do you reckon,
No, not yet.
do you reckon this is Momoa's passion project?
Probably. Like, he's been pretty vocal about Hawaii and like protecting landmarks and not developing fucking satellites or apartments and shit in certain parts of the country. And like I totally
on
like,
indigenous
I
land.
dig that.
So
Yeah. 100%.
I like that.
This sounds fucking cool, man.
We've got enough now. We don't need any more.
Yeah. Big time.
Seems like Momoa kind of stay in that low to medium budget range as well. Like he just enjoys doing those kinds of films.
Yeah.
I think
'Cause
that's
he
where
can
he
kind of
excels
do
as
whatever
well.
Yeah.
He can do whatever he wants then.
Yeah.
He can make it
Definitely.
animated. He can do all that sort of stuff. He doesn't have to play in the constraints of okay, well, this needs to make a whole lot of money, Jason. Get it done.
Yeah. I also think like Apple
But yeah,
would
I can't wait
have
for this,
like
man. Sounds
a
cool.
bunch of money to give him as well.
Mhm.
All right. So Peacock is developing The Islands with Stephen Yen and Justin Lin. So this is set in 1960s Hawaii as well. And it's basically like what the synopsis they give you is American imperialism, the fall of a kingdom, and the changing of a way of life. So not too sure if it's Japanese or if it's Chinese influence or Korean influence, like where that sort of that kingdom part is coming from. So I'm really interested because like that's Hawaii is like a melting pot of different cultures.
Mhm.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah. The fall of the kingdom could also be like the stealing of the indigenous lands.
True, yeah.
That was a king. Hawaii is a kingdom. They had a king. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
No, I'm liking these though. All these like cultural movies really sheds light on everything for me. I was gonna actually get like the backstory and all that shit. I just loves the history side of this.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool. But no, super interesting. But we got Tom Hiddleston back as well for another Apple TV show. So following up from the Essex Serpent, we got him in The White Darkness. So we're not too sure if he's going to play the lead character, but the lead character is it's based on a man he's a loving father, husband. He was a former soldier as well. But on top of that, this guy just loved adventure, right? And all of this sort of ignites the inspiration to walk all of Antarctica on foot. And so this is him on that journey to actually get that done as well, which is unreal. I'm not sure how big Antarctica is, but it still sounds like a long fucking walk. You know what I mean?
Anywhere in the cold is a long
huge.
fucking walk.
Yeah.
Antarctica is when you look at it on the map, it's a quarter of the US, and the US is huge.
Fuck.
It's massive.
That's unreal, man.
Yeah, that's
But no,
wild.
this sounds cool. But no,
You think
I'm
they
pretty sure.
You think they call it white darkness because when he looks down at his feet, the tops of it's white, but then at the bottom it's just all black
Frostbitten as fuck.
or frostbite.
That's fucked.
Like, is there wolves in Antarctica? Because I'm expecting like this guy to be camping out one night and wolves just fucking come through.
I wouldn't be scared of wolves in Antarctica. It's the polar bears that I'm worried about.
Oh, fuck. That's true.
Yeah.
You know, I saw a
That's
video
scary
recently
shit.
of a girl, and you see her, like, it shows a side profile of her screaming into the forest, and then you see it pan out, and there's a fucking bear sitting right next to her, and it does the same thing. Oh, shit. I just got so fucking scared.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that, man.
Fuck
bears.
that.
The bears don't play. I'm glad we only got koalas out here.
No way.
Hey, them koalas don't play either. Fuck, they're rabid.
Yeah. That's because they're drug addicts.
And
True.
drink their own urine and shit.
Yeah.
It's 127 hours all day for these koalas.
Aussies, that's koalas.
Fuck it up.
All right.
But,
So, go on.
oh no, you go, Victor. Guys was done.
Okay. All right. So, Omar Sy and Kerry Washington have signed on to Joe Carnahan's new movie called Shadow Force. Right. So, this is the first time I heard about this. I didn't know that Carnahan still had that deal with Amazon going. But yeah, so this one follows an estranged couple who, I don't know, God knows how, they get a bounty put on their head, right? And they need to run with their son and avoid their former employer. They're getting hunted down by like the Shadow Ops unit, which is cool. Which makes me think that Omar Sy and Kerry Washington were part of this ops unit first. And now they've seen or they have information that they want and they need to put them down.
I wants it.
True.
And I need
it. This sounds cool, man. There could be some good action. Knowing Carnahan, there'd be some good action in here.
Yeah.
True. I wonder if it's going to be like one of those Omar Sy and Kerry Washington were the ones who trained the Shadow Ops unit.
Oh, God.
And now it's like they're after him. I know every trick in the book.
You know everything. You go.
I just have the action shot well.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I was just going to say, I taught you everything you know, but not everything I know.
Always the fucking knife, the little fucking 12.
So moving on, Charlize Theron is going to produce an adaptation of a DC comic called You Brought Me the Ocean at HBO Max. So this one's going straight to streaming. So it's a 2020 comic adaptation, and it's an origin story of Aqualad. I'm not even sure if Aqualad is like related to Aquaman, or was Aquaman like, you know, the boy before he became Aquaman. But he's dealing with his sexuality and coming out, and he moves schools and then becomes attracted to the captain of the swim team, Kenny Lou. So he also starts like glowing blue when he's near water, and he doesn't know what's going to happen when he jumps in that water. So I'm guessing that's all going to be revealed.
True. What do you call it? The glowing blue reminded me of Poseidon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Which would be a cool
maybe
visual.
he can, like, you know, yeah. Might be able to summon things from the deep or turn into a fucking monster from the deep himself.
Yeah. We shall see.
But
give us hell, Theron.
You think he's going to be any part of that Aquaman? Because they glow blue.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like it has too much connective tissue, and where would it land? And I don't know.
Yeah,
it could be one of those alternate multiverse type things that like Warner's just not giving a fuck about.
That's true.
Any money, it's probably like Aqualad just sounds like he's also from Atlantis, but like maybe he was hidden away.
Yeah, as soon as I heard Aqua in the title, like that's what I think of.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like any money, like Amber Heard and Momoa have a kid somewhere later on, and you know, this might be Arthur's child, but you never know.
True.
Unless they do the whole, like, you know, Arthur was out just like, you know, slaying broads, yeah, and then he just has the bastard child.
Jeez. Bastard with a bastard.
But no, sounds good. But that's it for our streaming news as well. And into our film. So, in an Investor Day for Paramount Plus, they actually announced that fourth Star Trek movie is still in the fucking works. Nothing's been discussed, monetarily when it comes to the stars, but they have heard word and they are interested in it. But it all depends on, where things go from there. But importantly, Chris Pine was talking about it. And he was saying, about the Abrams trilogy or quadrilogy now, just about how it's going to work out. And he said, he loves Star Trek. He thinks it's fucking great. But his only issue that's ever been with the Star Trek franchise is that it needed to be more niche and more for its fans. He'd prefer something of a medium to low budget with a smaller sort of premise to it than to actually have, this big, fancy fucking glow effects everywhere, movie where it's, more Marvel-esque than everything. Which I think makes kind of sense. When you look at all the other, Star Trek films that came out, I haven't watched all of them. I barely remember Wrath of Khan and shit like that. But it was more of that, intimate, star travel journey between yourself, the crew, and just what had happened there, rather than everything at once.
Yeah.
And I think that can work, to be honest. We've seen more, extraterrestrial films where it wasn't very high budget, but it still looked really fucking good. And it was more passionate. Yeah. So no, I'm with Chris Pine on this one. I reckon if they do it, they should do it like that. Give us that, $60-70 million budget, and then we go from there. Just have Pine and Bones. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. That'd be the shit. Those are my two favorite characters anyways.
100%. You know what they should do? They should adapt that fucking Star Trek game that came out, where it was the top-down RTS, but it was like Spec Ops. I'd like to see that. Because that was just more the militarized, the Starfleet officers. Because they would go out and do special missions on planets and shit like that. You can make that into a series if you wanted to. That'd be fire.
It's kind of what Star Trek's supposed to be.
Yeah. Because fucking thingy... I forgot the name of the ship. Discovery? No.
Enterprise.
Enterprise.
Yeah. They were going out there, right? And they were just doing the small things.
Their mission was literally just to discover the rest of the galaxy and explore. They're not supposed to be getting into all this other nonsense, but that's what makes the show Star Trek. That's why it's called Star Trek as well.
True.
They're just supposed to investigate. They're not supposed to get into shit.
Yeah.
But shit happens.
Shit goes down.
And then they get pitch black.
That's what happens in these new ones, whereas in the TV show, none of that ever happened. It was never a fight or anything like that at the end. It was always them using reason and whatnot and talking and that's what they back in the day they had to get through, because at the time they were it was Vietnam, it was just coming off the Cold War, it was all that sort of stuff. So that's what sort of what's the word there? Yeah, that's what it was all based on. That's what they wanted.
Oh, sure.
It was all about the society that they wanted.
Yeah. I mean, they say that in the directive, don't they? A peace mission to explore all unknown parts of the galaxy.
That's right.
True. Yeah. What do you call it? And that would make sense why Kirk's personality is how it is as well, because he'd be the perfect person to actually speak to external parties and make peace.
Yeah.
He had a way with words.
And the bitches.
True.
Let me sample
and had
your
children
women.
in all the galaxy.
Yeah.
Allow me to. But no, I'm definitely I'm all for that. I reckon that's great. They should do that instead of making a big movie.
Yeah.
Are they going to make that big movie?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Big movie for me is played out. I don't need a big movie.
Yeah, same.
If it was me, they should have just they should have kept Tarantino on. If Tarantino stayed and they just gave him the smaller budget, perfect.
Yeah.
Make the R-rated Star Trek Tarantino do that shit.
Yeah.
It's too much now, man. It's like, I'm going to go to this planet. I'm going to this planet. And then we're going to have these space battles. And no, we don't want that. Star Trek was, okay, we came across a planet. Let's go down there and see what's happening.
Yeah.
All right? And then we get into an adventure on that specific planet. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
100%.
Yeah. But yeah. So, Bob Odenkirk, Better Call Saul is finishing. So he's obviously lining something else up. Right? So Bob is going to executive produce this adaptation of Richard Russo's novel, The Straight Man. Right? He's going to star in there as well. So this tells the story of this guy that's going through a midlife crisis. His name's William Devereaux Jr., and he's, the unlikely chair of the English department at his college in Pennsylvania, right? And so that's basically what the story's about, and just him sort of, making his way through that. Yeah. So one of the Farrelly brothers, so Peter Farrelly, is going to direct this, fresh off the which one of them won the Green Book Oscar?
I think it was Peter.
It was Peter, right? I don't think Bobby's been doing much these days. Yeah. So yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. It'd be funny to see him in a role where it's sort of slowed down, especially after like Nobody.
Yeah.
Because Better Call Saul is just too intense for anything else, right?
It's weird that
there's too much that happens.
Yeah, like it's weird that like Sandra Oh just came out with The Chair on Netflix, and it's like AMC's doing like White the Chair.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
isn't The Chair show out?
Yeah, that's out, man.
Yeah,
that came out about 2 months ago.
I might have to give that a little view after what's his face after Ozark. There,
I tried to watch it. It was only six episodes, 30 minutes each. I just couldn't get through it.
Okay,
didn't it get cancelled?
Not sure.
I need to check that. I swear I saw an article saying that they're not continuing with it.
Okay, maybe it was a limited series. I don't know.
You're fucking out of there.
All right. So, last piece of film news: Joe Talbot is dropping 3 women in the roles of governesses. So he's got Lily Rose Depp, Johnny Depp's daughter, Ho Hyun Jung from Squid Game, and Renata Reinsve. I don't even know if that's how you like pronounce it, like European pronunciation, Reinsve. Maybe people out there can just tell me. Yeah. So it sounds like it's basically like that male fantasy of the pixie woman that comes in and lifts your life up. So these 3 women, they're inspiriting the minds of the boys in their care, igniting the imaginations of the bohemian couple who employ them, and abandoning their charges for erotic adventures.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds like that Al McPherson movie.
People are going to be mad judgy at this shit. Like, if women are just going to be outright doing that in these times, man, they'd be judged.
God.
We burn them at the stake
these
there.
times? Bad. They get cancelled. They get cancelled for doing what they wanted.
Your life has been cancelled.
That's what it's like, man. I saw the other day that David Hogg guy who's a fuckwit, in my opinion. He was like, so-and-so may have voted against something. Let's cancel him so that he can lose his job. Why the fuck would you want to cancel somebody else's job? You're not going to pay that man's bills. You're not going to take care of that man's family.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
Just because he disagreed? Just because of that, his views didn't line up with your views, okay, he's cancelled now? That's fucked.
Yeah. What did Chappelle say? Like, cancelling or killing a man's taking away a man's livelihood is akin to killing him.
Yeah.
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 All right. Anyway. That's it for film news. And it is Will needs plenty of bartenders.
I hate that fucker, man.
It is time.
18 fucking years and supposedly knows how it fucking works. Fuck out of here. Fucking wanker.
Oh, yeah. Before we do go on, it didn't get renewed for a second season, The Chair.
Straight cancel, huh?
Wow.
Yeah. Sandra called it out. She was like, yeah, it's not getting renewed for a second season.
Damn.
Cherish the love we have.
Oh, no. If you want more Sandra, go check out Alma.
Yeah. Nate just came out spitting on that track. Oh no! He loves that song.
All right, there, Batto. It is time to fan the hammer.
All right, so J-Lo Shotgun Wedding was just bought by Amazon, so look out for that. Robert Downey Jr. set up 2 Sherlock Holmes series. I don't know why it's 2. Disney removes Reginald E. Cathy from Luke Cage. That's Freddy from what's his face? House of Cards. God knows why they removed him.
Because they're fucking
literally just an RIP. Ironheart adds Harper Anthony to the show. So he's one of the new kids. HBO Max renews Winning Time. Thank fuck. Andre Holland is going to play Black Panther leader Huey P. Newton in The Big Cigar, for Apple TV+. Maya Erskine has replaced Phoebe Waller-Bridge in Mr. and Mrs. Smith for Amazon. Phoebe left due to creative differences. Mark Malloy is going to direct Beverly Hills Cop 4 at Netflix. So we have 4 more joining the Rebel Moon cast. It's Carrie Elways, Corey Stahl, and Mikhail Weissman, and Alfonso Herrera. FKA Twigs is just who I have no idea who that is. Supposedly it's a recording artist. Has just joined the Crow reboot. Craig Gillespie is going to helm an adaptation of Ben Misich's, I ruined that name, novel, The Antisocial Network. This is going to be about the GameStop stock story, which is awesome. Daniel Radcliffe came out and denied all of the rumors that he's going to play Wolverine. He says that he would, though, if they were to come to him. Jurassic World Dominion. I always say domination.
Same.
Jurassic World Dominion has released the runtime, right? So it's clocking in at 2 hours and 23 minutes. Kid Cudi is joining John Woo's Silent Night. The Color Purple musical began filming. Sam Raimi was talking about the horror in Doctor Strange 2 and how there will be horror, like not too much horror, but there is horror in the film. He also got asked about Spider-Man 4, and he said, considering what he just saw in Far From Home, he'd love to do that, or just to work with he'd love to do that just to work with Kirsten and Toby again, or just do a separate movie with Toby because he likes working with him. All right, so Dakota Best Picture win caused a massive surge in subscriptions in the Apple TV Plus space. The Discovery Warner deal is done. It's completed. They paid $43 billion and got rid of Jason Kilar as Warner Media CEO. So everyone at the top is leaving. The streaming demand is still on the rise for 2022. So there's going to be more streaming houses and all that sort of stuff popping up because people actually want it. Right, so Michael Mann was talking about the difference between TV and film, and he said both of them are equally needed. Right, he said some of the stuff that he could do, telling stories over a time period, is better than sort of having it sort of shoehorned into a 2-hour movie or something like that. In certain cases, he also said that he wants to do more Heat novels and sort of flesh out the backstories of some of the other Heat characters. So supposedly this book that's coming out is gonna fill you in a little bit on Val Kilmer's character Chris, which is awesome. And our last piece of hammer pause is Mark Wahlberg hints at quitting big movies. So he said he wants to do more sort of Father Stew type stories. Get away from the sort of giant spectacle movies because he wants to spend more time at home with his 4 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Respect.
It's pretty good. Yeah, pretty good.
I can dig
it. Marky Mark.
Marky Mark doesn't suit the big budget movie anyways.
Not anymore.
Aged
at a certain stage, you got
out.
to step. At a certain stage, you got to step away, right? So, I mean, look at Brando. Brando goes, I'm not going to do big movies anymore. Steps away. He wins his Oscar, or wins another Oscar, I should say, for Godfather. And then we don't see him again until Apocalypse Now, and then he's just in there, bloody chilling. He's not even in there that much.
Yeah.
But he's what you remember. The horror. The horror.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Very good there, Batto, and that is fanning the hammer. All right. So, movie trailers. So, we had some kind of mid ones this week. We had Doctor Who, Legend of the Sea Devils, which is one of 3 finales that are going to be played out to end Jodie Whittaker's arc within that show. We had Star Trek, Strange New World, which is our first look at the new spin-off, which will have Spock in there, it will have Kirk in there, and it will have Captain Pike. I was going to say Pine, but it's not. He's not in there yet. It's Captain Pike, which is played by Bruce Greenwood, but is now played by Anson Mount. And Anson Mount looks pretty fucking good in here. Like, you're not missing Kirk because of him. We got our first look at the Bob's Burgers. Second look at our Bob's Burgers, the movie. We got our second trailer of The Flight Attendant. We got our Outer Range final trailer because the shit drops next week. And it looks very, very good. Brolin in there, Brolin. And the last trailer there was The Baby, which I think was the standout trailer this week. It's touching on, I think, some of the thoughts that parents don't want to admit, and that is like, having kids is hard, and sometimes it just kills your life. And in this movie, it literally looks like it's killing them.
Yeah. No, this looks really cool.
It kills your life, but it's you're also creating a new life after that. You learn how to live differently after that, yeah?
Oh, 100%. So but that adjustment period is rough.
Yeah, that old life that you lived, nah. That's done for.
I know, but
yeah.
The just from experience, it's the things that I used to do, I'm just not doing them anymore, and it's like what part of yourself is parent and what part of yourself is you, because they are 2 separate things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this looks good. Just in like a horror comedy sort of lens that they're putting on it, looks hilarious.
Yeah,
and it's English, so it's English, so you know it's going to be good.
Yeah,
bloody, it looks cool. It looks weird. I don't know how they said. Like at first, I was like, "How is this a comedy?" Like it doesn't make sense to me. But it's a horror / comedy, so yeah. We'll see how that unfolds. So, Out of Range, is it going to come out straight away, all of them?
No,
I'm not
I doubt
sure. Yeah, it's 8 episodes. They'll probably just drip feed us.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's looking interesting. It could be one of those shows, you know, when it's like the slow feed mystery reveal, like who's really in on what. I reckon there's going to be like some scroll level reveals of like who's a fucking alien, or who's from the future, or what the fuck that void is.
I don't know if they can go slow with this because it's like so, like 8 is all you're getting. You know what I mean? So that's why I was asking, because after that first episode is going to be absolutely fire and going to just end on the biggest cliffhanger.
Fuck it oath.
My biggest thing, we've got so many fucking TV series coming out. So my idea the whole time was just give us half the season initially. Like if it's 8 episodes, give us 4, and then just give us week to week for the next 4. Because we've got so much other shit we've got to watch too.
Yeah, I liked what they did with like Atlanta, where they were like, "Here's 2 up front." I was like, "Fuck, that was enough." And now one a week is like is doing me well.
I got to watch that new Atlanta actually.
Same.
Like
actually, wouldn't mind rewatching.
Yeah.
Sinterklaas was hilarious as well.
Huh?
Sinterklaas.
Oh man, fucking!
I died.
Fuck.
Can I help you with your bags? If you don't get the fuck out of my face.
Oh man.
I know. I think that's it for all of our movie trailers. Now, finishing up with our entertainment news. So, we've heard the rumors, we've heard the speculations, we saw what had happened, and now Will Smith has received his retort from the Academy and has been slapped himself with a 10-year ban from the awards itself. So what this means is that he won't be able to attend until 2033, but that doesn't stop him from receiving any awards in that time as well. So it's essentially just don't come here for 10 years, but if you get an award, someone else can accept it for you.
All right.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that even mean?
It means that he basically, he doesn't have to attend the worst part of the actual getting the award part. Right?
Yeah.
So sitting through 4 hours, you can do that at home now. He can be out and then hear that he actually still won his award. There's no consequences for this. Nothing.
Yeah.
I don't like this. He should have been
straight
fined.
slap on the wrist.
Yeah, he should have been fined. He should have, something should have happened. Chris Rock should get, $10, $12 million from the Oscars. Because they did fuck all. And they said that they did fuck all.
True.
What's going on here? They basically said it's fine for you to slap people.
Yeah.
It's fine for 100%. Stars to do whatever they want. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah. So,
this Academy
all in all,
buns.
Wild buns. There definitely should have been more. If it was me, I would have been even if you get an award, you don't fucking get it. At all, and as well as that, any of your future films coming out, even Fast and Loose getting stalled is fuck all for Will Smith. You know what I mean? There should have been more here to actually make him, I guess, learn the lesson, or at least have some kind of external haranguing so that he says no, not to fucking slap people.
I think I would have just made him or requested that he come out and apologize.
That's it.
And actually in person apologize, not this bullshit bogus, I'm going to give you the fucking notes, the iPhone notes apology, a real one, one that hasn't been vetted through the PR system. But I don't think he wants to apologize. I don't think he cares about this. He resigned already before, I think he just wanted okay, what's the sentence? 10 years? Cool. I'm out.
Yeah.
He's probably going to step away. Will Smith needs to step away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Needs to. Definitely needs to. I always like what I'd like is that scene from Road to Perdition when what's his face, when Newman makes Craig apologize to the partners, and Craig comes out all jovial. You know, I'd like to apologize. You'd like to apologize. I do apologize. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah, true. Can you imagine if they just made Will Smith pay for all of Chris Rock's shit for the next 10 years as well? Flights, food, accommodation, fucking everything, rent.
Fuck. Well, Chris Rock didn't press charges, so Chris Rock doesn't get anything.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have pressed charges, but I would have sued him after the fact. I don't want him to go to jail. No, don't want him to go to jail or anything. But I'm suing you after that. I'm taking my $200 million. That's what I'm doing. So you can enjoy that Oscar win. You could enjoy missing out on 10 years of attending the ceremony. Because God knows you obviously didn't want to be there. You were only there literally because you were winning an award and you knew you were winning an award that day. That's why you were there.
True.
Fuck it. Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right. So our last piece of news this week is in regards to Ezra Miller. All right. So Ezra Miller last week got arrested.
Yeah.
He was at a bar and some woman started singing karaoke and he didn't like it. So he tried to assault her. He also tried to get into fights with the rest of the customers in the bar until this is all in Hawaii until, he finally got kicked out. Now, this isn't the first time that Ezra Miller's done this. He also assaulted a woman, just on the street in New York or something like that as well. Now, this is causing a problem, right? Because we're seeing a pattern emerge here. Basically, Warner's come out and put any project that was going to start filming or something like that with Miller on hold. We don't know if it's indefinitely. But yeah, it just seems like Ezra Miller has a problem with abusing women and needs to get checked. Ezra Miller needs to get G-checked, straight up.
I don't know what's happening with this guy. I think the future of the DC universe is resting on his shoulders. It's like he's been given all this screen time. He's got Fantastic Beasts. He's got all these projects coming out. And I feel like he doesn't have the right support system in there to kind of fucking keep him on the straight and narrow. And it's been like that for a while. Like, we need to talk about Kevin came out 10 years ago when he was in his 20s, early 20s or something like that. And now he's years of that just being given free reign. It's not just him as well. It's him, Anthony Starr, these guys just running around. I've tasted a little bit of fame, but now I'm not going to try to keep it. I feel like shitting on them, both of them, because there's people that would just they'd give up and sacrifice and really work to get to the position that they are, and now they're fucking it off and they're fucking it up.
Yep.
Dumbasses.
Yeah. From what I've fucking heard about this whole thing as well, after that little fucking scuffle at the bar, man's got put into jail for a little bit and then got bailed out by a random couple. And then he still threatened to kill that same fucking couple in their house and stole some of their fucking belongings. This man is fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
What's going on?
He's just not living in this world.
Ezra needs
too much.
He needs a good hiding, man. That's what it comes down to. Ezra needs to get, shown, hey, you are not alpha. This is happening.
Yeah.
It's almost like he idolized the bad boys.
Yeah. Just
Like,
the wrong
I
thing
reckon,
to do.
yeah. Well, everything got too much for this guy, and now he thinks he's top shit. Dude just needs to get fucking slapped the fuck down.
Yeah.
He needs to get a hiding, and he needs to understand that, like, you know, it doesn't matter what fucking, like, occupation he's in. You do your fucking job, and you don't fuck about it either.
That's it. And you don't go around assaulting women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's specifically what you don't do. Especially women that were kind of minding their own business as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're setting the fucking precedent out there, again, that people can't just sing a fucking song and have a good time at a bar of all places. Are we meant to be like, you know, silent fucking depressed cunts at a bar drinking beer or something? Like, I don't understand this.
I didn't get it. I didn't get why, like, some of the other patrons just didn't beat the hell out of him at the bar. That's what I don't get. Did he have security? Done. Yeah, did he have security with him? Did he, like, did all that, like, you know, what's happening there?
I don't think he would
And
have.
if he did have security, why didn't his security stop him in the first place as well? If he did have security.
That's right.
Security is not there. Who said it? Someone said it the best. Security is not there to shoot you. Security is there to stop me from shooting you. Someone said that. And that's how it's supposed to be. They're supposed to take care of that. If he's getting rowdy and whatnot, they're supposed to remove him from that situation. No matter how much he bloody says no, or, you know, that's what their job is. Someone's not doing their job.
Well, if Warner's decides that, hey, now we're going to unpause this whole, like, hold on all your movies, I think that's going to be one of the stipulations within his contract is you have to have a show, like a chaperone everywhere you go.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah, Ezra Miller trying to be the Rorschach of, like, you know, fucking celebrities and shit.
I wish Ezra would try that around, like, you know, someone like us or an Aussie or someone like that, because Ezra would get stomped out.
Yeah.
we don't care if you're a star. We'll do it. We don't have too many stars over here, so we don't know what you really look like. You're getting stomped out. That's what's happening.
And it won't be a slap to the face or a punch or anything. We will literally beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
If I can see it too many times.
Ezra needs to go to jail. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah. He needs to have that Downey Jr. repercussions and fucking go away for like 18 months, 24 months.
But what was Downey doing in the first place? Honestly, he was just doing drugs, right?
Yeah. It was by himself.
That's
Wasn't hurting anyone else.
Himself.
Yeah.
No.
All that's going to happen from this, right, is we're going to get an apology from Ezra Miller saying that he's a reformed man and he's going to do maybe some kind of community service or he's going to donate to a charity. And then the same shit's going to pop up again in the next 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is another
hide that
person
shit
who was on it
well.
at the fucking Oscars. Yeah.
I just need to say, fuck it, man. Just put him in prison. Put him in Gen Pop.
Yeah, reshoot all of that Flash stuff. Reshoot it. Reshoot all of his scenes and cut him out that fucking movie.
100%.
Recast the Flash. Do it. Take another year and do it.
Yeah, you know what? They should just poach Daniel Radcliffe from fucking Marvel and put him as the Flash.
Can you imagine?
I actually wouldn't mind that.
That's what they should do,
man.
Same.
Yeah. It'd be cool.
Do it.
Right. That's a wrap.
That's it. That's all of our news.
Yep.
All right. What'd you think of Halo?
I told you before, I didn't mind it. It's you know, this episode was a bit slow compared to the other episodes. There wasn't too much action in this one. It was more about John, but I don't mind that. They are changing what we think John is. I was just I wanted a bit of action there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think they're trying to tee that up. This episode felt like Equilibrium, like him taking the pellet out and then feeling shit, tasting shit.
Yeah.
They didn't show you him just like sitting there having a bat or anything.
Exactly.
But what they teed up for the next episode, him going to explore that planet with his team and shit, and Cortana as well.
Yeah.
Cortana was cool. I like Cortana.
Mm-hmm. It just looks trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the look of it as much. It wasn't as jarring as the grunts or the elites. That looked disgusting.
Yeah.
And then we got Moon Knight.
But yeah, hopefully this is episode 4 though. That should be the ticket.
Yeah.
But yeah, Moon Knight. What did you think of the old Moon Knight there, champions?
I really enjoyed this episode.
I fucking enjoyed it, eh?
You won't
53
hear
minutes
any
as well.
hate from
Fucking
me.
not bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
The shit was
loved
cool.
it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Fucking, I love that when they're arguing as they're fighting that fucking thing. Fucking going through, and he's just wearing that normal suit. I look pretty good though, don't I?
I like
really
that
enjoyed this.
Khonshu was more sort of present in this episode. Like, you got a bit more insight into how he kind of plays, and also that can he be trusted? Like, they plant that seed in your mind. Like, is he really doing this because he wants to? Like, he's just paying the debt. Khonshu's holding that gun to his head, like, because he's going to get May Kalamawi instead. And it's like, that's cool, that the dynamics at play there, because at some point you almost want Mark to go like, fuck you, Khonshu, I'm taking the powers, but I'm going to get rid of you. You get the ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah. Be very much like Spawn.
Yeah. Khonshu was basically my bullshit.
Yeah.
My bullshit.
And then I watched the 4th episode of Atlanta, and I kind of felt a way about this episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit like it was a bit in your face, kind of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're looking for restitution in this episode for slavery, and they're suing the descendants of the slave owners for the cash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And it felt mean. Kind of, it felt, it's weird, but it felt like really unfair. And I don't even identify as white. I was like, is it supposed to feel like that? Like, I was just wondering, in this episode, is it supposed to highlight the absurdity of, like, you know, trying to get cash out of someone that, like, wasn't involved at all? Because that's something that's sort of come up through BLM and that movement? Or is it sort of going, nah, this is how it should be. This is what we should be kind of seeing. So it was like that real sort of moral dilemma, and like, I don't identify as either party, and I kind of felt like, do I like where do my emotions stand? Because I'm looking at the balance and fairness of it all.
It shouldn't. Their constitution was what? The people are governed by the government, right? I don't feel the people should pay if you're a descendant of someone who was a slaver. I think the government should pay. The government was saying it's fine to do these things. Go ahead and do it. People were just following what their government was saying. And once they said we can't do it, yes, there was pushback. There's still pushback. But the government should be paying that money.
You know where I do feel restitution should be paid, though, is from these big corporations that were built on the back of African slaves.
That's right.
Like, I don't know, if KFC going to give it up?
Yeah. It'd be KFC, not so much KFC, but it probably was KFC. God knows what Colonel Sanders was doing back in the day. But yeah.
It was a wild episode. When you watch it, like, I want to hear what you think.
Alright, cool. I'll watch it tonight.
Yeah.
They fucked me over last week. They just, like, put power on pause for a week.
Oh, shit.
Where is this new episode? It's not there. Yeah. Gotta wait until this week.
How's that
Is it already the half-season break or whatever the fuck?
They already had eight episodes.
So it's just the final three.
The final two. I don't know why they do this. They do it every year, man. Yeah. But yeah, I will watch that and probably end up messaging you.
Yeah, let me know. All right. That is a wrap on this week. Everyone out there, thanks for listening. You can reach us on all social media platforms. We're doing something special on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. I don't know if you want to talk shit there. Yeah, follow us on Spreaker as well, where we host our podcast. Have a listen. And yeah, we'll be back next week. Love yourself and love movies.
Vape more, smoke less, and wash your ass.